If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
Timidity is a self-imposed punishment. It is a result of constant negative self-talk, saying to yourself that you are not good, better stay low, etc., etc. The opposite will be able to balance the negative effects. That is positive self-talk. You can ask yourself that why are you timid? You will get a lot of answers. Probably you think that you are not good enough or not good looking, etc., etc. Depends on you what kind of thoughts you want to entertain. But it will definitely help to know that it is all self-imposed. We are what we think we are. Most people like to think that they are timid when they are being defensive. Submission is the ultimate defense. No one is timid because he or she wants to be, but they have some sanskar or mental programming that being timid is a safe way out. So they unconsciously decide to be timid. Psychotherapy, meditation and yoga can help overcome timidity to a large extent. In fact, I have seen timid people blossom like never before with the right approach. There are enough good people and abundant resources. Trust them to exist and you will see the cure all around you. Humble regards. Experience, time. Meeting people, seeing how people behave at work and in private. Think about your strong points, don't focus on the weak ones. And don't underestimate yourself. I used to be quite shy. If you met me in person today, you'd be surprised that I told you that. For instance, at work I'm one of the very few who push things forward, who organize things, push for communication, etc. When I started working I was not like that. It took me about a year to change. Even several members in my family who were the same, some much worse. And they also changed a lot when they got older. In my specific case, one of my main problems was that I strongly underestimated myself. A few months at work changed that wrong perception pretty fast. If your problem is with boys/girls, relationship/dating, then one thing you can do is to look at how many others behave, drama, etc., and see that you can do better. So there is no reason to feel embarrassed. I know, easier said than done. Timidity is situational. You are not timid in all situations, are you? If so, you need professional help. Alcohol is a quick cure timidity, but for medical legal reasons I cannot recommend it. Be focused on what you want. Be the expert on some subject of importance to you. Avoid situations that require being timid, like gang fights. Concentrate on achieving greatness in some particular field. Your timidity will be overridden by your excitement and interest in a subject. Join Toastmasters. If it is a problem talking in front of people and having spontaneous conversations, it is great. Worked for me. Do what you most fear often enough and eventually you won't be afraid of it anymore. I used to be scared to death of speaking to a crowd. Then I stumbled on a job where there was a lot of public speaking required. At first I was so awkward and obviously frightened that they were going to let me go. Fortunately, I turned it around soon enough that I wasn't fired. Not only did I stay, but I became the most dynamic person on the team. This is not a pep talk or positive thinking, it's based on science. In psychology, it's something called desensitization. It's an inherent survival mechanism. If you're exposed to the same stimuli often enough, like talking to a crowd of people for instance, you eventually won't be able to maintain a heightened level of fear. It's quite uncomfortable at first, but if you make the emotional investment, it'll pay big rewards. Next time you're in a situation where you feel timid, do what you are most afraid to do, like speak to a person, or whatever. The nervousness won't magically disappear, but if you do this on a consistent basis, I guarantee you that it will. That's the definition of courage.